that Judaism should try to deter converts at this stage in our evolution?
I think, let's say when people come to me, and I've done over, I don't know, 400 conversions over the 30 years I've been a rabbi. When people come to me, I follow a traditional track, was to try to tell them, why would you want to do this? Without me, you can go to McDonald's. Without me, you don't have to deal with persecution of anti-Semitism. Why would you want to become part of the Jewish people? And that's what I call by pushing someone away or dissuading them. But after someone comes back to me and says, Rabbi, I've heard what you've said. I've heard all the reasons why it doesn't make sense to be Jewish. But after all is said and done, I would love to be part of this people, and your God is my God, and no matter what happens to me in my personal life, I would like to remain a Jew for the rest of my life. That person is embraced and said, it's a great honor and a privilege to study with you, to work with you. We don't charge for conversion, because how can you pay to become a Jew? Other areas of Judaism, I understand, charge great. There are conversion classes out there where people tell me they pay thousands of dollars to become a Jew. You can't buy Judaism. It's the greatest honor a rabbi has, to be part of the process of allowing someone to be part of the Jewish people. And the Talmud says when a person converts to Judaism, they were at Sinai. Right. Every single soul that is Jewish, either by birth or by choice, was a soul that was at, was at Mount Sinai with Moses. It just somehow in the cosmic creation, somehow that soul got into a body that was not Jewish, and they're finding their way back. They're calling. It's almost, because of the internet today, it's almost impossible to say that someone doesn't have access. I, over the years, converted over 50 people from Poland. I flew to Poland every summer, worked with a good friend of mine who's the chief rabbi of Poland, and he would study with them during the year, and I would spend the summers a few weeks at a time studying with them and reviewing what they had learned during the year. And then we had the 45 to 50 people brought to Washington, D.C., and we formed a Beit Din in Washington. Money was raised to bring all these people to America. We converted them in Washington, and in fact, every one of them is now living in Israel. They all made Aliyah. They're all Shomer Mitzvot people. Their kids have done the army. And I often laugh at those people who converted from Poland probably have a better chance that their kids and grandkids will be Jewish than even people living here, because they're living in Eretz Yisrael. So there's no such thing as they don't have access.
So people who go through conservative and reform conversions, what's your position on the kashrus of their Judaism?
Conversion was never based upon Reform, Conservative, or Orthodox. Conversion was based upon three things. Conversion is based upon if it's a boy, if it's a male, if there's a Brit Milah that is done by appropriately. Number two, there has to be mikvah, immersion in the mikvah. And the third thing is the Beit Din itself must be representative of Torah and mitzvot. If you have someone who is a conservative rabbi in title, but is a shomer mitzvot, Torah and mitzvot observance, then that person should be acceptable as a person on the Beit Din. All three people have to be of that same caliber and commitment to Torah and mitzvot. And over the many, many, many decades, some of the greatest Rosh Yeshiva, Orthodox Rosh Yeshiva in the world, would accept certain conversions done by non-Orthodox rabbis if the three people on that Beit Din were Shomer Torah and mitzvot. Today you live in a world where conversion is greatly contested, especially in Israel. And as a result of it, because of the politics involved, and because of the question about the observance by the three rabbis who are part of the Beit Din, today there is, I think, a greater need to make sure that you use a Beit Din and find a group of rabbanim who will serve as your Beit Din, who will be beyond reproach, who will make your process easy to be accepted both here and in Israel. That is the criteria, a Beit Din which is a Shomer Mitzvot Beit Din. And today people really are not looking for three people who are just wonderful Jews and practice Judaism, but they're looking really today for Batei Din to be accepted, because people don't know anymore who's who and what's what, and there are no standards in many communities that are accepted all over the world. So therefore we look for three rabbis who are Shomer Mitzvot, Torah Mitzvot, Shabbat, Kashrut, a commitment and acceptance of all the 613 commandments.
As being divine, as being, I mean, a Shemaim, right?